With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington.
Tonight we wrap up an intriguing Week 2 with a good Monday night matchup between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, set. Right, 52. Ready.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting the tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball and get it out to it.
Play action. It's Moon. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Walker. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Again, Walker.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll try and run, Walker. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Murray going to throw.
Finding his target, it's Trey McBride.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Murray. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
7-7, our score after 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 3, 6, 7.
Here's Moon.
He'll go right back to Tunyon.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Hey, man.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now Moon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Boston, the man in motion left. Going quickly out to the right side. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on, or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Walker with another carry.
And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Black out.
Now Moon. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Myers' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples, and he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. And the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now from Murray.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Murray keeps it himself. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Kyler Murray with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
It's a room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
42 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
52 blocks. Check you.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Ready.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Moon.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A play fake, now Moon. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than one.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Peoples. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On second down, Peoples, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, and here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
They're going for it. It's Murray.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Murray now.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Up the middle they go. Peoples. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This red zone is where the Seahawk crowd really makes it tough for an offense to communicate. It's 3rd down.
And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Moon to throw.
He'll let it fly for Austin. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 41, Murray. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Murray's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Second and 7, operating from the 34.
Murray to air it out again. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Boston, the man in motion left. Boom. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. And he'll be out right at the 35. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Peoples. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now Murray. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st down, Peoples. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They run the counter. Peoples. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows that throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's got some space here. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. To throw, Moon. Pass complete, Tunyon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2nd down and 3. Play action. It's Moon.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back to throw it. Murray.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Cards are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a first down throw, Moon. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here's Moon. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
Red, sniper. Ball red. Cluster, stick. Ready.
From the gun, here's Moon. And that's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Bobby Okereke, the man who broke up that pass.
Ready. Trouble 38. Fly blue. Ready.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Byron Murphy, and the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete.
coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 2-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. The 40. Past the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that. And we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown